Hey everybody, it's Teresa here and welcome back to my channel. In today's process video, I wanted to share with you the rest of the foundation pages for my November Gratitude project. This is a project I created for the Traci Reed creative team using the Goldenrod Digital Collection. And so this is the album I'm using. There is a part 1 of this that shows the foundation pages for days 1 through 11. I will have a link for that down below so you can see that as well. And just a quick overview, I'm working in a Life Crafted album from Citrus Twist. It is the 4x8 or 4 1/4 by 8 1/4 size. The label on the spine is an old tag that I had from my stash, stamped with some LA Studio stamps, and then just a little tiny charm. So I'm going to jump right in and start with day 12 for you. And so my overall concept for this album, if you haven't seen part 1 yet, was just to have a home for some stories for November. I've never done a gratitude project like this before, but I knew that I was working on this in between October Daily and December Daily, and so it needed to be very manageable for me and all set up so that I could just roll with it through the month of November. I also decided to go to the 24th to just go to Thanksgiving Day and then call the album done, so that I would have a little bit of time between Thanksgiving and December 1 to roll right on into December Daily. So a lot of these pages are very simple, mostly pocket page based. You'll see a couple of little more creative things in this set of foundation pages, but mostly it's so that I can just add words and a photo throughout the month, and some days may not have a photo at all, and I'm totally okay with that. So this is where we left off with day 11. It was the back of the transparency for day 10 and a pocket page for that day. And then day 12 is the back of that pocket page. And so just a little spot for, I could do a journaling card here or another filler card. And then I also created a little pocket here. This is using a cardstock from Felicity Jane that just had 2 of the perfect colors from the Goldenrod collection. Used a cut file from the Silhouette Design store, and it was originally intended for, I think, for a 6x8 page, but I sort of squeezed it in so that it would fit into the 5x8 1/4 size. So that is a nice little pocket for, I don't know, receipts or tags or photos or whatever we happen to be doing or have going on at that time. For day 13, I have the back of that pocket page. You could always do a second pocket if you wanted to, or just, you know, I have a blank canvas there for photo, journaling, adding different elements. And then I added in a little Ali Edwards transparency. This has a copper foiling on it, and I did the numbers 13 and 14 just layered on top of that. That helps the 3x8 transparency to fit into this album size, I think, and that way you know that you can turn it there, and it also will become incorporated into the layout itself. For day 14, I went off of the number and chose the little mint blue grid for a full page design here for day 14. And then day 15, I went back into the Silhouette Design store and found these really cool leaf cut files. And you'll notice I've left a couple open for photos, and I'll probably do something to add my journaling as well. But I just used different pattern papers from the collection And then also one of the leaves houses my number 15. For, let's see here, this is day 16. I didn't realize I didn't have that glued down. So let me put that down. I may end up reprinting it because it's the Traveler's Notebook signature going onto the back of a full page. But I'm going to put that there for now, and then I have the little 16. And these were the numbers that were in the Goldenrod collection. So they're kind of nice for just continuing the theme throughout. And this is another cut file that I found in the Silhouette Design Store. It says leaves are falling, autumn is calling. And so just a nice little insert there. And then let's see, I think that's day 17. I don't have a number for that yet. I just kept it just as plain bit of the pattern paper there. Day 18, I used the black on white stars and a little star transparency. Hopefully you can see the little stars. And then these were tags on one of the pattern papers in the collection, or on one of the Traveler's Notebook signatures. And so I just rearranged, cut those out and rearranged them. Left a little spot for my number. And then for day 19, that'll be a great place for the photos or for journaling or whatever I feel like putting in there on that day. So for day 19 is the back of that transparency and a couple of journal cards in just a plain old pocket page. Day 20 is the back of those pockets and a handwritten transparency. This is an older one that I've had in my stash for a really long time, and so I just kind of left that. And my idea for these transparencies is you can leave them like this, or you can incorporate your photo into them somehow. And whatever you do on the front, you kind of mirror on the back. And so once you figure out how you're going to do that for day 20, then day 21, you repeat that, and it's another decision that's kind of made for you. So for day 20, I have the little circle already in there and a journal card. Pretty simple. Day 21, I just pulled in a 4x6, and I think this is a 2x4 pocket. And so just kind of a blank canvas here for day 21. Since the number was black here, I took that cue and pulled in the black and white buffalo plaid. And then for day 22, another transparency. This one is a little gold polka dot. And then I remember those leaves that I cut out earlier. I had a few of those extra. I still have a whole bunch more too, so they may appear in other places throughout the album. But I layered those here and added this little cutout. This is actually cut out from one of the Traveler's Notebook signatures. And then my little number here. And to mirror that number 22, I added in the little mint green Traveler's Notebook signature with the flowers on it. This is one of my favorites, actually. And then look, there's that leaf again, and the number 23 just layered on top for now. And then the last day is day 24, and so I really loved, this was my favorite of all the elements in the Goldenrod collection, was these little these little leaf wreaths in the shape of a heart. And so I have some more ideas about how I want to finish out that page. So that's just the opening part for day 24. And then I also had a play with, there's a doily in that collection. in the Goldenrod collection. And I had a little play with it on one of the solid pattern papers and just played around a little bit with some of the blending tools in Photoshop, just to kind of give it a little bit more of a distressed look. And so that was kind of fun, and I just put that in there, and then the rest of the album is just for more photos if I want to include more detailed photos from Thanksgiving Day. So that is how the album sits right now for the beginning of November. My plan for the month of November is just to add the photos and stories throughout the month. And then I hope to check back in with you guys on Wednesdays throughout the month. So you can look for those process videos coming up. I'm not going to actually show the processes of putting the pages together. I'll just do flip throughs for you so you can see how it goes along and how the project comes together for me. I hope that you are inspired to practice gratitude this month, to see the world through the lens of thankfulness. And I hope, most importantly, that you're inspired to create as well some sort of gratitude project, whether it's just one layout or an entire album with us. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you back here again soon. Bye-bye.